What's up, YouTube? This is a response to spinkwotzer, or whatever your name is. So in your video, you say people like me and Fool for a Lifetime ruin lives. Do you know how many homosexuals I've dealt with in my lifetime? And I have drummed with them, I have toured with them. I've never ever disrespected a homosexual in my life, nor have I ever called them any names like fags or queers, or never have I promoted violence to homosexuals. What you're doing is you're taking our arguments against same-sex marriage, and you're trying to say that because we're against same-sex marriage that we are against homosexuals, when we are only against the lifestyle of homosexuality. In the real world, I've had homosexual friends. I don't live around them anymore, but you know, they know they know I'm not down for the lifestyle, but we're still friends. We still talk. We still, actually, I even hung out with some, you know, at school and crap. But that doesn't make us hateful people just because we're arguing against same-sex marriage. That's because we believe that marriage is a sacred union between a man and a woman. In fact, it would be best taken out of the government in full, and them just having secular civil unions. That way the religious or whatever can have their marriage, and the government can have their civil unions with all the same benefits and all that stuff, or whatever. But there has to be a difference between religion and the world. This is why we fight so much against same-sex marriage. Now, as far as filling my kids' heads up with garbage, that's just total ignorance on your behalf, because me instilling Christian values into my kids has nothing to do with garbage. Those are the best values you can possibly have. So once again, basically what you have done is you have asserted that because we argue against same-sex marriage, against people who are blatantly ignorant and blatantly disrespectful to our opinions, that we have a hate for homosexuals, in which we do not have. Unless they disrespect our opinion, like Coughlin and the Peach, we give everybody the utmost respect in life. We agree to disagree with all of our friends. I have atheist friends. I have had homosexual friends. I don't currently. White, black, Mexican, all that. And we all respect each other's opinions on life. I have friends that tell me that I need to do all kinds of crazy stuff in which Christians do not do. And, you know what I mean? They live on their side of the fence, I live on mine. I told Farahon nice video because it was a very mature response from him, you know. But when it comes to Coughlin, that guy was a moron, and I let him have it. And I exposed him and the Peach because they both disrespectfully lied about me and Fool for a Lifetime, so I had to expose them. And in my last two videos, I did so. And I did so with hard evidence that's undeniable. What is very hypocritical of you, though, is that you say you hate me, or you hate the effer, which is pointed directly at me. You're exhibiting hatred while talking about or assuming that I'm hating. So you should really check yourself on that note, because that would mean you have serious issues because you hate. Back to Farahon, though. His last video was very mature, but his videos against Fool for a Lifetime, they weren't. They had some fallacies in them. I was going to point them out, but I'm tired of making video responses just exposing crap and stuff, you know. I will make one note on one thing he said, though. He said that because Fool for a Lifetime said, "Thank you for being respectful," that means that there's obviously people hate you because of the stuff that you do, and that's not true. The KKK hated us simply for being black. Hitler hated the Jews simply for being Jews. I mean, that point is easily refutable, is null and void. But anyway, pretty much just like Coughlin 666 and the Peach, you're just another hypocrite that spreads lies, asserts things instead of having actual facts. Because if you knew me and you met me on the street and we weren't even talking about homosexuality or religion, we probably could have found some things that we have in common, actually, and I do it all the time. Some of the people that I argue against, we find things that we have in common, and we squash it, and we move on. So, on that note, I really hope you don't have kids, sir, because you openly admit that you hate, and those values and those genes and all that crap that you're talking about is going to get passed down to your kids. Crazy 316, out.